Here we are. We're live. Hello, everybody. Good evening or good morning, wherever you happen to be in the world, and welcome. This is my channel. My name is Margaret Pennard. I'm a historical fiction and fantasy author, as you can conveniently see located below my name. Welcome to Booktube. We have a very specific aim tonight, but before we get to the aim, I'm going to introduce my lovely guest host tonight, Leo Bancroft. Say hello.
Hello, everyone. Good to see you.
Yay! And Leo was just informing me of an interesting fact about the last time he was on Booktube.
Yeah. So I went to post about this stream and I realized that the last time I've been on YouTube was a year ago when I was on your, what was the name of the other one?
Fireside Chat.
Fireside Chats. So thank you for having me on again. Thank you for keeping my YouTube presence alive a little bit longer. Good to be here.
Yes. So we've pivoted. 2023 was the year of Fireside Chats. 2024 is the year of writer wind downs. So it's a change in energy. It's a change in the vibe. We're saving our writer energy for the campaign trail, I think. And so we're just going to be like chilling tonight. So the emphasis is not on productivity. It's more about how do you feel after a day? Process that. Maybe you want to journal. Maybe you want to color in squares on graph paper. Maybe you want to listen to an audiobook while using a coloring book, because that was what someone did last week. I thought that was a great combination. Or set yourself up for success tomorrow by like thinking through your writing plans or your reading plans or your to-do list or whatever it is that'll like make you feel more calm and in control. So, Leo, what are you going to be doing tonight?
Well, I wanted to do a little bit of pondering and thinking through. I've done 2 full drafts and a quarter draft with beta reader feedback of a novel that I would just feel better if it were out in the world and not in my head. But I've let it sit for a really long time. What was that?
Did you say 2 1/4?
Yeah.
Okay. How? Did you just
How?
sit down a quarter at a time?
No, I did a full one and then
Yeah.
I did another full revision and then I started and got a quarter way through the revision and I just threw my hands up.
Oh, okay. I thought you
Yeah.
said you'd gotten 2 1/4 rounds of revision, like feedback.
Oh, no.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So anyway, yeah. So I just thought this would be a good chance to try to do the one sentence start to the snowflake method for outlining your novel. And so for those of you who aren't familiar with the snowflake method, like Margaret, it is, I'm not super familiar with it, but there's a, basically you start with one sentence, your tagline, your log line, whatever, and then you expand that into a paragraph, and then you do all of these different things. There's a link that I can post in the chat if you'd like. Also, Ben Pick just, I don't know how, I think it was a little few months ago. I'm behind on everything, but did a author tube where he did the snowflake method. So I'm just going to try to do the first sentence tonight because the instructions say to spend an hour to write the first sentence. So that feels like the kind of pace that we could do tonight.
Okay. All right. I'm only giving you 30 minutes.
Well, I'll have half a sentence by the end.
Okay.
We do what we can.
Yeah. Okay. Well, actually, the timer I'm using is a 20-minute timer, and I was going to use a break of 5, a 20, and a break of 5 because it's one of those like long timers with breaks. So
Okay.
we could do 25, 20, which would be 45 if you want, and actually use the break
Sure.
and like check in to see if you want to keep going.
Absolutely. I'm down for whatever.
Okay. We have some lovely friends in the chat. We've got Leslie. She's saying, Happy Monday. Today's schedule is perfect timing. We've got Mama Maggie. Hello, lovelies. We've got Beth Ann. Yay. Hello. And Maggie's already got you, Leo.
Nice. Perfect. Thank you.
She's quick on the draw, that Maggie. Oh, boy. Yeah, so Ben Pick, Running to Write channel, awesome stuff. I am going to be
Yes, tell us.
So I didn't do anything writing related today. I didn't even read. I woke up late and I did farm day today. So as Maggie may know, like there's like 2 minutes to check your phone maybe in the middle of farm chores. I volunteer on a nonprofit farm, and so my hands were dirty and I was occupied mostly weeding, etc. So because I haven't focused on anything writing related, I feel like I do need to do a little bit of that in the brain work today to keep it churning. And yesterday I got through chapter 1 of Comments in Scrivener. And so today my goal is just going to be to get through chapter 2. So it should be a little quicker going. I did meet someone who clued me into the fact that the OED is accessible through Multnomah County Library. And I was like, oh, I knew that. Why haven't I used it there? So I dove in last night and I was like, oh, this is so much easier than using Ngram Viewer for each phrase that I want to find in history. So that was a good find.
So you just use it online? Or
Yeah.
did you check it out?
No. You just use it online. It's a portal. It's a portal fantasy. It's great. It's
A
great.
whole new world.
Yes. I didn't even read today. Not yet. Not a single moment. It is past 8 p.m. and I haven't yet read today. Oh, that's not true. That's not true. I have to drive an hour down to the farm. So I was listening to an audiobook and it's really good. I just started today and it's called Sorcerer Comes to Call by T. Kingfisher. I don't know if anyone has read these. It's a retelling of a folklore tale, which I haven't read. So it's so good. It's so good. And I haven't read T. Kingfisher before, but now I'm very excited to read them like again in another context. But yeah, I'm like 2 or 3 hours in by now because I came back and I had to keep listening. So I ate my sandwich while I was listening to my phone.
Nice.
Very social. Very social. Yeah.
Well, I just wrote that down because that sounds really good.
Yes.
I often will do chores longer than I needed to because I'm still listening. So
yes, do a really good job polishing that floor.
that's
Like,
right. Exactly. Yeah. Wait, do you polish your floor?
I don't know. That's what came out. I don't clean, Leo. I wouldn't know.
Fair. That's fair.
When no one comes to my home. Yeah, that's like. I think you would like this one too. I mean, I will hold off recommending it to people before I get to the ending because endings can be crucial for fantasy, especially. I'm really enjoying it. So, he says, I'm just here to go over the 2.5K I wrote today before calling it a day. Yeah, maybe you're like, oh my gosh. So in addition to the TikTok sound I have that keeps going in my head that I was just telling Leo about, that Leo has far more important things to do than listen to. But in addition to the sound, I have also watched several different angles of the clip of Sha'Carri Richardson coming from behind for that last relay in the Olympics of her whatever medal she won. And I'm just like, that look. It's like so awesome. So this is Maggie. That is the equivalent. Maggie doing 2,500 words today and wanting to slow it down a little to wind down from her days. Sha'Carri Richardson coming from behind, beating everyone, and then looking before she goes, oh yeah. I love it.
I love it. Yeah.
He is here. Oh, okay. So this is too much fun energy. I'm gonna try to like breathe
Down.
slower. Yeah. All right. So if we want to try for 20 and 20, I will scoot this a little forward. I can't do it in that window. Do, 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 do. Okay. So are we ready to start, or was there something else that you wanted to talk about?
Sorry, I was just looking at the chat. No, I think
Okay.
I might have some more later, but that's all I got for now.
Okay. Sounds good. So if everyone's all ready, Oh, JD's here. Happy
Oh,
wind down with I Love Jeannie.
the song you were singing. Do, 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 do,
Oh,
do,
oh,
do.
I see. I don't even realize when I'm like singing to myself. Sorry, called me out, JD. Because she needed to write after dealing with the doctor and pharmacy
Mm,
in the morning. Ugh, yuck, yuck, yuck. All right. Well, hopefully it's out of your system and you can get more of like the writing you want to get done. I didn't know. I know. I know. Okay, so if we're all set, I'll let everyone ease into their own space for the first 20 minutes and then check in to see if we want another 20. I
awesome.
mute myself and put on some music too, so you can mute me if you don't want to hear the music. We're on our 5-minute break. That was fast.
It was fast.
I'm almost finished with chapter 2, but how are you?
Nice. I finished a sentence, and so I think I'm yeah.
See?
So now I'm working on step 2, which is a paragraph. So
Okay. Does it do this thing? Does it wind out in like a brainstorm kind of brain mapping exercise, or is that something else?
ask me when I've gotten farther.
Okay, okay. Um, one of the
Yeah.
things I forgot to mention is what the names board was, and I didn't tell you what it was.
Oh
So,
yeah.
along with looking up phrases in the OED to see if they existed, um, I've got this beautiful chaotic mess, which is stuff falling off. It's my reorganized name place to catch everything, and one just fell off, and I don't remember where it goes. But I wasn't consistent with names as I went through because instead of going down a rabbit hole and getting frustrated because I couldn't find the perfect name for a character, I was just like, whatever, this is right in the moment. I'll stick it in and I'll normalize them when I go through. So now I'm having to do that because there's a pair of sisters who I called like 4 different names. I have to decide what I'm going to call these ladies. Yeah, so
I,
that's names board.
that makes sense. Okay, yeah, I had in draft 2, there were definitely a lot of names that were shifting around. And even sometimes the characters were shifting around. Sometimes they were
Yeah,
the siblings, sometimes they were someone else.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So you're
Oh,
going
uh,
through
go ahead.
so you're going through comments in Scrivener and then
Yes.
hello, and then
Hey,
checking the
Melissa.
names while you're going. That's smart.
Yes, JD's doing stretches. Excellent. Yeah, and so far I took out fuzzy headed because that hadn't come in until 1885, and I replaced
Oh.
it with muzzy headed, which was much older. Crazy, right? It's so funny. And I also left in nest egg. I checked to see whether nest egg was in the parlance, and it was from the 16th century. So I was like, ksh, ksh.
Nice. That's some good detailed work you're doing there.
Yeah. Wait, what? So we just did 20 minutes, Maggie, and we're gonna jump into another 20 minutes, but we're doing a little longer because Leo thought he needed longer, but I think mentally wanted longer. So we're just stretching it out. It's all
Yeah.
good. Turning into more of a productivity session. It's okay. We're good.
But a chill one.
Oh, and I missed Jocelyn coming in. Hello, hello. Oh, yay. Cool. You're welcome. There we go. Okay. Oh, and Leslie commented earlier, I'm back from taking my kids on an evening walk, working on my daily calendar and gratitude journal, which is lovely.
Mhm.
Um, I like muzzy headed. Yeah, isn't that great? Bring back muzzy headed. I like it. Leslie said both progress. Sound good. Excellent. Muzzy headed is a great word. Excellent. I'm glad. I'm glad we like the 1830s vocabulary. I hope it will be entertaining when it comes out, but not off-putting.
Yeah. Seems like
Um,
there's a consensus.
yeah, for at least this one word in chapter 2. So
Yeah.
excellent. Carry on. Carry
5
on.
stars. 5 stars.
Okay. So do you want to jump back in?
I'm good.
Maximize the time? I'm
Yeah.
good with that too. So I'll just turn the music back on, mute myself, and away we go. With
Awesome.
the spookiness, we'll go back into the misty mountains of Scotland, which I really liked. So
Excellent.
okay. I'm 20 seconds late. All right.
I would have interrupted you at some point.
I just started reading. Let me read you this perfect sentence. Where can I find words to paint a picture of perfect happiness, enjoyed with ecstasy and without satiety, by a spirit sensitive to the point of annihilation and madness?
Who wrote that?
Stendhal.
Oh, I've not read any Stendhal.
Well, neither have I. Actually, wait. Oh, did I? I can't remember. The red and the white, the red and the black, the red and the black. I'm trying to remember if I've seen an adaptation of it or read an adapted version. I don't remember. Yeah, French classics. It's gonna be a vlog, so I'm reading
Excellent.
3 of them. Yeah. So we had some early birthday congratulations to Mr. Estrada, who I think has exited the room.
Mhm.
And what else? What else did I miss in the chat? I think that's it. Okay. Glad I got to hop in. Yeah. What were your wins? So my structure, which is very loose, was to be begun with emoting about the day so that we could like get out the emotion and do our like relaxing activity and then end like zened out, right? We didn't do that this time, but when I sounded your depths in the beginning, it didn't sound like you had too stressful of a day, just like normal, lots of activity. So
Yeah,
just quiet was going to be enough. Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, it was just a normal busy work day with life and adulting.
Yeah.
It was lovely to carve out some time to then just ponder
Yeah.
my story. Yeah.
So how do you feel now?
Good. Yeah, I don't know if the snowflake method will work for me, but but I feel like I'm doing some good visioning and thinking through and pondering. So I feel like I've made progress. So that's always nice.
That's good. Why do you think it's not going to work?
Uh, the second step, I mean,
The
I
paragraph?
yeah, the paragraph is like it's the like an setting and then kind of three crises and then the conclusion. So kind of like 3 act structure
Oh,
in a way.
okay.
And I just feel I like have more to say than 5 sentences. And maybe part of that is because I've written this story before, and I'm just trying to like give it better structure and better shape. But I don't know. I'd
Is
be
it,
curious if other folks have used the snowflake method and got past step 2
what did you say?
and got past step 2.
What was the first part? That's the part I heard.
Oh, I'm curious if other folks have used the snowflake method and then got past.
Not me.
Not you.
I wonder because when I was talking to you in a more detailed way about your book, there was a lot of stuff happening, and I feel
Mhm.
like if it's a very long draft, then maybe asking about 3 crises is maybe asking you to give up the primacy of some of those conflicts, and you're not
Mhm.
going to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and I'm not I guess I need to be able to distill it into a tight, synopsis, but yeah, how to do so without losing yeah, that's a good way to put it, not without losing the primacy of some of the conflicts.
'Cause I think there are plenty of fantasy and sci-fi books that I've read that have lots of different things happening, but, like, I think the thing they're trying to get you to do with the paragraph is focus on which are most, like, structurally necessary for people
Mm,
to understand the arc, and
yeah.
that's hard because that means you need distance and, like, the judgment
Uh-huh.
and
Ah,
hard for me.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So I just pulled up the found an article that was Save the Cat versus uh
Snowflake?
no
No.
versus 7-point story structure. Oh, there's the kitty.
Save the cat. Yeah. 7-point story structure. Interesting.
It's attributed to Dan Wells.
Okay.
So anyway, something else to explore.
I just started this as I'm starting to edit my second draft.
Mm.
It's by Larry Brooks, and I'm like reading it against my will, against my better judgment. It's one of these that like I someone had just dumped a whole bunch of writing craft books, and I was like, oh well, I'll go through them. And I got this, and I was like, wait, Larry Brooks is that guy that I couldn't stand at that one convention that I went to. So I'm reading it, and I'm like, yeah, this is definitely the same guy. He's saying the exact same thing that I didn't like at the talk, but I'm trying to get what I can out of it by like using his reflection questions about narrow down, be clear, that kind of thing. It's hard for me too. So
Yeah. Oh, good. I feel some solidarity then.
Yeah. Yeah. Melissa asked, when is my trip? I have my last trip of the summer. I'm going to be going out to the middle of the country in a week. In a week and a day. So yeah, pretty soon.
That'll be exciting.
Maggie said, be blessed and have a lovely evening to all. Done for the day. Yeah. I hope she liked being compared to like the speediest lady on the planet. I would consider that a compliment.
I think so.
But Tim
Hey,
says,
Jen. Hello.
Maggie says, I use writing the tree and the plot to guard it.
Ooh.
She has talked about this before. I don't know if it's at length in a specific video that she could put her finger on or what, but I've definitely heard her talk about writing the tree, and it wasn't AWC, it was something else.
All right, I just wrote those down. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, you might be able to search her channel.
Yeah.
Dawson says that's a new one to her. I've got one of the Save the Cat books. Yeah, they're very popular. I don't have any of those. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't need to have a heavy sigh about that. I don't know. Were you looking at your cat?
No, I'm looking at my stack of books. But no, the cat would have also been good. The cat is lying up. Last time I looked at him, he was like an amorphous oval blob, right?
Oh, I love that.
He's like back up in cat loaf position, and the tail is twitching. So he's alert and I think ready for bed. So yeah. But
That's fair.
yeah, so the last time you were on Booktube was for fireside chats. Any future plans or things you want the Booktube world to know about your reading life? Any exciting things?
I'm currently in the midst of reading 2 books. The Chilling Effect. I'm reading that on paper. And then I'm listening to the audio of I completely blanked on it. River Enchanted.
Oh, do I know that? River Enchanted? Who's it
I think
by?
it was a really popular one.
Okay.
So both seem good so far. Like see some queer representation, and both are keeping my interest. So, but in terms of, I don't think I'm reading enough right now to. Well, there's no judgment. You don't have to have read enough, but I don't have the time that I would like to focus on, like the Booktube channel per se. So I may ponder entering the world of AuthorTube. We'll see. I need to start exploring some of your all's channels and all of that. But
Okay.
yeah.
So speaking of queer representation, you haven't been on, so you wouldn't know about this, but there's a new challenge that is a year long, and some of my lovely viewers will know, but just to put on your radar, it's called The Hardest Reading Challenge You'll Ever Do. And it's by the channel Q Wordy. I don't know if you follow them. She has a bird who sits on her shoulder when she does videos that might like jog your memory. But anyway, she's got this like 25 prompt long thing for the whole year. There's like 144 prompts because it's multiple books for each prompt.
Oh
One of
my.
them is rainbow covers. One of them is LGBTQIA rainbow representation. So that's really cool. There's indie author prompts, and
Nice.
like different ways of getting books prompts. So like the indie and the queer rep are like the two sort of spearheaded things that she's aiming for, along with a lot of other like fun things like setting or uh, read a 500-page book in 24 hours. Like she's got all these fun things. But yeah, so I have committed to the craziness of trying this because I looked at my other year-long readathon for climathon for climate-related books, and I was like, "Oh, I've only got 4 left for that one. I'll start another one."
And so you picked the hardest. Okay.
Right. 'Cause
This
now I
rings true. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, it's like American Gladiators of books.
Yeah.
Um, so just in case people don't know and wanted to, like, check it out or join in, um, yeah, it's fun, and it's gonna be colorful, so
Look
yeah.
forward to your wrap-ups.
Yeah, I'll probably note, like, every book I read is gonna be going to one prompt for that, so, like, I'll just keep mentioning it,
Yeah,
which is brilliant for her marketing plan. Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. But yeah, so the writing is going and the reading is going, and yeah, we're glad to see you back on for a little bit, but you've got tons of great fun things happening in your life in addition to still working and gainfully employed. So hey, that's two good
Yeah,
things.
yeah. I'll exactly. I don't have a good comeback for that. Grateful for all the things, and grateful for summer to be moving into fall. Looking
Yes.
forward to fall.
Yes, we like our cooler weather, which we're getting
Hmm.
right now.
Hmm.
Um, and you're a night owl, so are you gonna keep winding down tonight, or are you like done like Maggie and me are? Because we're like, I'm ready to hang my hat.
Oh no, I'm probably up for another 2 hours at least, 2.5.
That's what I thought.
Yep. This was like just a little appetizer of wind down.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for coming on the channel. It's
Uh,
lovely to have you and have a little
thank
peek into your, current state of the union, I guess. Um,
Absolutely, yeah. It's
and
lovely to be here.
yeah. So I hope this is helpful for all y'all in the chat. Hope you got a few things done or just like felt a little calmer and like you got a handle on it. Cause that was like what one person came up with. And I'm like, yeah, that's pretty much what I want to feel. So yeah, I got my chapter done. I'm feeling good. Feeling
Nice.
guilt free. That's
That's
what
key.
we're aiming for. Yeah. Um, so don't go away, but we'll say bye to everyone in the audience and see you again soon.